Hello everyone, good morning. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. It's a pleasure to introduce myself. My name is Risma Kusuma Nastiti and people usually call me Risma. I was born in Magetan, July 9, 2000. Now I'm doing study from home at Magetan. I came from a small family. My father worked as civil servant in one of the favorite high school in Magetan, and my mother worked in culinary business, especially in catering business, and that seems to be the reason why I love to eat and cooking. I like to eat and cooking, especially in this time because of this COVID-19 pandemic and study from home program makes me doing everything at home full day. So I like to help my mother when she's cooking in the kitchen, but I'm helping her on my spare time and not disturb my online class in the morning. I'm a cadet in Merchant Marine Polytechnic of Surabaya in major sea transportation. I am very proud to be in this major because I learned about sea transportation widely. As long as I study until this semester, I learned about port and transport document, maritime law, occupational health and safety, logistics, container terminal operation, statistics, warehousing, commercial law, export and import, maritime insurance, ship agency, sea transport tariff, and also customs. On the third semester, I learned about export and import documents. And now I will explain about export and import documents. Document in international trade is an important aspect that needs an attention. Without this document, exporter will not receive payment and the bank will not negotiate the letter of credit or LC. This document is important for all parties involved in opening an LC, such as exporter, importer, and also banks. LC must specifically state the required documents, and the documents are important documents and additional documents. The important documents such as BL or Bill of Lading. BL is a document of title, which means part of evidence of ownership of goods. In addition, it is evidence of an agreement to transport goods by sea. BL is the most important shipping document because it has a guarantee or security characteristic. The parties listed in BL are shipper. Shipper is the ship owner who in many cases is the sender of LC, or we known as beneficiary. Number 2 is consignee, or we known as the receiver. Number 3 is carrier. The carrier is a shipping company that is associated with the company. And number 4 is notified party. In this case, it is determined who will be in the LC. Bill of lading or BL has a 3 function. Number 1 is a sign of receipt, or a receipt of goods received by the carrier and shipper to a destination and then hand over the consignee. Number 2, as proof of ownership of goods. Bill of lading show ownership's right over goods. Without a BL, a person or other designated person cannot receive the goods mentioned on the BL from the shipping company. Number 3, as an evidence of an agreement for the transportation and delivery goods between the carrier and the delivery. Important document number 2 is invoice. Invoice is an important document in trade because with the data in this invoice, it can be show how many bills to be withdrawn, the amount of the insurance coverage, and the settlement all kinds of import duties. This invoice is issued by the exporter to the importer. In general, this document contains about number of items or quantity, payment calculation or payment breakdown, unit price, and total price. Invoice consists of several forms. The first is invoice performance, And number 2 is commercial invoice, and the last is consular invoice. Important documents. Number 3 is insurance documents. Insurance documents are proof of coverage issued by insurance companies at the request of exporter to ensure the safety of goods from various disaster and damage by paying a premium. Insurance document take several forms. Number 1 is insurance policy. Insurance policy is a proof of the insurance contract for goods to be transported by ship on behalf of the insured to pay a premium. Number 2 is insurance certificate. Insurance certificate is a certificate which means states the certain of good being transported have closed the transaction. And number 3 is cover note. A cover note is a notification from an insurance company stating that something has been closed for an insurance certificate to be issued. The second document is additional document. Additional documents are documents issued to strengthen and support information contained in important documents. The additional documents such as number 1, packing list. Packing list is a document containing a detailed list of the goods used. Number 2 is certificate of origin, or we known as COO. COO is a statement letter issued by the authorized agency and signed to prove or explain the country of origin of an item. These authorized agencies are, for example, the Department of Warehousing, Trade Office, and Customs. Number 3 is certificate of inspection. Certificate of inspection is a certificate regarding the condition of the goods such as quality, type, price of goods, and which is issued at the request of an exporter or other agencies in need. Number 4 is certificate of quality. This is a document that generally made by the Industrial Research and Development Agency, or which is authorized by the government of a country to check the quality of exported goods or merchandise. Number 5 is manufacturer's quality certification. Is a statement letter made by the producer and stating that these goods are result of their production and carry the trademark. This document is usually produced by manufacturer of the exported goods or the supplier describing the quality and the goods. Number 6 is certificate of analysis. It is a document that explains the ingredients and the proportion of the materials contained in certain goods and are required by examiner. Number 7 is weight certificate or weight note. This document is a statement containing complete details regarding the type, number of unit, gross weight, and net weight of each package. Number 8 is measurement list or list of size. This is a list that contains the size of case or package, which usually states the volume of each package and the volume of packing for each item is needed, among other things, to calculate the transportation cost or preparation of the goods. Number 9, there are draft or bill of exchange. This money order is usually always included in the shipping document so that the exporter can obtain payment and the bank negotiation. And the last additional document is delivery order or DO. This document is issued between claims by the bank as an order to the warehouse to deliver the goods stored in the warehouse or the name of the bank to the holder or the party mentioned in the delivery order. Usually, the delivery order is issued by the bank when the goods are put in the warehouse and delivered to the buyer or the importer. Delivery order is also function as road document issued by custom to remove goods from the port. That's all my explanation about export-import documents. I think after I explain about export and import documents, you guys know how much important those documents before shipping process. And thanks for your attention to watching my video. Stay safe and have a nice day. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.